Well, this motion admits that the capital, London, is a home to 1 million EU citizens. And 1 in 3 Londoners were born outside of the UK. I mean, that's quite an extraordinary set of statistics. What other capital city in the world has had so many people from outside its own country living in the capital? And that's reflected around the country as well. But of course, the reason for that is that we've had rapid mass immigration for the last 20 years. And that, of course, has led to problems in our housing market that we talk about quite often in the Assembly. We talk about the housing crisis. But the housing crisis in London and around the country is a completely artificial crisis that has been caused by rapid mass immigration. You know, 20 years ago, there were 7 million people living in London. Today, there's 9 million, and that's just the official statistic. There's probably 1 million more people who have come into the country and into the city illegally, either on a dinghy or on a lorry that we don't know about. The Office for National Statistics doesn't count those people, but we do know studies that have estimated 150,000 people are coming into the country illegally. That's just one of the problems that is caused by immigration that's too rapid, too unsustainable, that we can control and build up our public services to keep pace with it. We need to reduce our immigration. A little bit of immigration is a good thing, but we cannot be celebrating the rapid mass immigration that has led to these problems in our public services and the housing crisis that we have today. Now, the motion also mentions Brexit. But the good thing about Brexit, particularly if we have a proper, clean break, no-deal Brexit, is that not only will we gain control of our sovereignty and our money and our laws and our trade and our fishing waters, but we'll also gain full control of our borders. And we will be able to make the immigration system work for this country. And no longer will we need to bring in lots of people to bring skills that we need, because we're not training our own young people in this country with the skills that they need to do all the jobs that need to be done. And we won't be taking people with skills from other countries to come here and depriving other nations of their young people who are skilled in jobs that those other countries need. Now, for example, there's more Malawian nurses working in the UK than there are in Malawi. How can this be? That's not a good thing. We should be training enough British young people to be nurses and doctors and engineers and plumbers and gas fitters and electricians, so that we don't need massive immigration into this country, which then causes these knock-on problems in our housing market, in school places, in pressure on accident and emergency units in hospitals, and all these other things. So I'm not going to be voting for the motion, surprisingly, because common sense would say we need to have sustainable immigration, not mass immigration, and Brexit, of course, is going to be a very, very good thing for our country. Thank you, Chair.